Hey, good evening. Happy Saturday evening. Uh, I'm gonna grab my boiled eggs and peel it. Okay, so on camera. All right. So okay. So how are you? Uh, yeah, I took a very long nap and just woke up and gonna peel my boiled eggs. So I read the news like there are a lot of protests going on in America, like because people want to get back to work. I guess they just sick and tired of just staying at home all day, every day. Understandably so. Come on, right? Yeah, it's peaceful democracy protesting. Yeah, and President Trump, I have to agree with that. Fine, gentleman. Okay, yeah, he's kind of naughty, right? Pointing fingers to China, that's just wrong. All right. Oh. But I have to agree with President Trump that people should get back to work. They should be allowed to do so. All right. Yeah, President Trump, I think is a decent president. Okay, so yeah, he's cool. I like him. Yeah, people are protesting in Huntington Beach. I think I passed by Huntington Beach. It's like what, close to Los Angeles, right? Yeah, I think I passed by. Yeah. So I have to agree with President Trump on this. Okay, people, yeah, should be allowed to get back to work. All right. Yeah. So, and the protesters, yeah, I have to agree with them. They should be allowed to get back to work. All right. So, because they're running out of money. All right. So, yeah, it's just that. Yeah, that probably there's will be some cultural shift, perhaps permanent change. Maybe handshaking tradition maybe will disappear forever. Right, right. Because I don't like shaking hands. Okay, no, no. Or social hugging, it may disappear too forever. Okay, from the culture because it's unnecessary, right? Yeah, come on. I mean, unless you're boyfriend and girlfriend, right? If you're boyfriend and girlfriend, well, if you're married, or if you're parent and children, that yeah, you can hold hands, hug, kisses, whatever, right? Children, parents, boyfriend, girlfriend, and husband and wife. That's fine, but otherwise, maybe it's not necessary at all. Okay, the shaking hands yeah. And enhanced personal hygiene, that's great. Social distancing, that's great too. Yeah, because I like social distancing because like 6 feet away, because I want to have space. It's also very respectful gesture, right? So yeah, I like that. Social distancing, right? Yeah. So many good things can come out of this coronavirus situation. Okay. So and I hope and pray that this Mexican company they start producing the Corona beer because I'm a huge fan. Okay. Yeah. It means crown, right? Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that name. Yeah. Yo quiero cerveza Corona, the crown, right? Yeah, it's very fantastic beer. Actually, I'm gonna grab one. Okay, so earlier today, I mean after the last recording, yeah, I did singing and dancing. Uh, yeah, some Fatboy Slim like right here, right now, or Praise You, great techno music. So British people, they are fantastic techno songwriters like Groove Armada, Fatboy Slim, Overseer, right? Who else? Yeah, yeah. Daft Punk. I'm not sure if they're British or American, but he made some good music like around the world. I love those music videos. Yeah. Also, there's this some European band who made this Crazy Frog, what XLF or something. I love the music video too. Crazy Frog. It was amazing computer animation. Very well made. Crazy Frog, XLF, right? They were extremely well made. Music, the bebop, kind of European beatboxing, and uh, great computer animation. Yeah. And also, like, there's this dance music, kind of ethnic group in Europe. Yeah, there are European Africans, right? African Europeans, or some Middle Eastern Europeans, like the Gypsy people. Yeah, they make great dance music. Like I got the power, right? I got the power. There's Europe, African Europeans, right? And Too Unlimited. They are more like Gypsy, kind of brown Europeans. They sang "Are you ready for this?" Something like that. Get ready for this, and also Twilight Zone, right? Yeah, Too Unlimited, great dance song, dance tune. Yeah, brown Europeans, kind of gypsy style. I mean, by ethnicity. Oh, they're beautiful people. You know, great dancers. Huge fan. They're cool. Okay, all my eggs are peeled, so that's great. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break and we'll be back. Okay, so. Mm. Yum yum yum. Beautiful. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. I also like cooked rice in a long time in a rice cooker. Let me grab a beer, okay? So, or maybe Diet Coke. Yeah, we'll do mathematics later, okay? So yeah, I cook rice in my rice cooker. It's been a long time since I did that, so I put some beans like lentil and all different beans, red beans and kidney beans, whatnot, right? Yeah, it was really good. Okay, so very good rice, white rice, brown rice, beans. It is just so good. This all these minerals and vitamins and fiber. Okay, so rice with beans, they're very good carb source. Okay, so didn't quite open, huh? Okay. Let me- Yeah. Also, I wrote some kind of autobiographical sketch. I wrote them and I sent to my friends. So what did I write? It's about uh, some American experience. So I joined the U.S. Army, right? And then so we went to Afghanistan. We deployed for a year, and we came back to Fort Hood, Texas. And so there's this welcome home event in base, Fort Hood, Texas, right? Because we we were in Afghanistan for a year, right? So yeah, all the army families to welcome us. But my parents were not there, okay? So nobody was waiting for me. Why? Because they're in Korea, okay? So, yeah. But the families of my friends, my army friends, they also welcomed me, okay? They gave me hugs and they treated me as if I'm their own child. So they're like Americans, okay? Me, eh, kinda American. All right, because I have accent, right, and I have some foreign association, right. Yeah, grew up as a child in Korea, so not exactly 100% American, right? But my friends, families, they are okay, all different races. All right, they treated me as if I'm their own child, their own son. So that was very moving moment. Yeah, I felt loved, right? So as I was writing that in my email, I cried. Okay, because it was so overwhelmingly touching moment in my life. You know, I felt like acceptance. You know, yeah. So yes, I did cry as I was recollecting that event. Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, good time, good old time. Yeah, good old days. Yeah, good old days. Mathematics, huh? Ah, boy. uh, Not sure how we got there. Okay, yeah, we are doing Goldbachian decomposition, right? And I mean, litho odd composites. Oh boy. I mean, primes and composites, okay, they are very related because composite numbers, you can decompose it into products of primes. Okay, that's what composite number is, right? Yeah. Prime factorization, right? So, yeah. Whew. So it's like kind of circular logic, like chicken and egg problem, like composites and primes, right? Because they kind of define each other, which is natural, all right? Yeah, what's prime? Number who's not composite. What's composite? Number who's not primes, right? They kind of definition by opposites, right? Yeah. Uh, boy. Yeah. But we did make good progress though, okay? So it's just that I mean we are making new discoveries, but it's not doesn't seem to be helping toward our goal, which is like proof of Goldbach's conjecture. Okay, so it's as if we are kind of drifting away from our goal somehow. So yeah, we get back to our major goal, Goldbach's conjecture. Okay, but uh, yeah. Hmm. So what we are working on is we are dealing with only odd numbers. Okay, so lesser odd number set. Uh, for example, it's a set function. Okay, output is a set. So less odd, lesser odd set function is input is even number. Okay, so yeah, and we are trying to calculate, systematic algorithmic fashion, uh, the set lesser odd composite set. All right, and lesser prime set. Okay, so we are dealing strictly odd numbers. Okay, so that's what we're doing, and it's we did find many good things, right? Using logarithm and root, right? Yeah, that was exciting, right? Yeah, I didn't expect to use those things, but somehow we also dealt with this combination with repetition, right? H, yeah, yeah. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break and then we'll grab that whiteboard and pick that up where we left off. Okay, so yeah, because I got nothing else to do. Okay, so I peeled my egg, boiled eggs, and rice fully cooked is in my fridge now, and so life is good. Yeah, I said hello to my friends and everything. So okay, let's take a break. Right. So okay. All right. All right. Okay. Oh boy, this is such a challenging problem, right? Uh, prime number. Oh boy. It's good that God created prime numbers. I mean, Mr. Professor Kronecker, he uh he dabbled in politics and business and stuff. Okay, but he came back to mathematics and become a professor in mathematics. Okay, so he said something very funny. Okay, he's a character. He has a very good sense of humor. Okay, he said God created natural numbers. All the other numbers, they are just works of man. All right, so funny. Uh, I like him. Okay, he has a good sense of humor. He said something like, when it comes to this cardinality, Herr Georg Cantor, all right, who's also a mathematics professor in Germany. Uh, that kind of sounds more like theology than mathematics, right? Somebody also said that to, yeah, somebody said that to David Hilbert because Professor Hilbert was a firm advocate of Cantorian, the transcend, kind of transcendental, this theory of infinity, and yeah, yeah, I like them. They're cool. Good sense of humor, right? Mathematicians, they can be funny too. Okay, some of them have fantastic sense of humor, right? So like sarcasm and okay. So let's pick this up again. All right. So let's see what we got here. Okay. Art composites. Yeah. So we have like maximum prime factor, right? We have maximum lesser prime, all this function. Okay. So it's kind of like programmatic, right? Yeah. So mathematical language is equivalent to programming language. Okay, you don't need all this Turing machine stuff because I'm not a huge fan of Turing, Mr. Alan Turing. Okay, I mean he's cool. Okay, right, but I don't like the way he approached this problem with this Turing machine. We don't need to go down to that lower level, kind of like machine language level, right? We don't quite need that. Okay, that's overkill. All right, so um, yeah. But he's cool, okay? Yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of that man. All right, okay. So for some political difference, ideological reasons, okay. Yeah. Okay. So maximum lesser prime was that? Perhaps we can start there. All right. Maximum lesser prime. It's kind of okay. So we came up with a function, Boolean function, where its input some odd integer. Okay. So to see whether this odd number is prime or not, we found an algorithm for it. It's big over n, linear. Okay, n to the first. So it's quite efficient algorithm. And then we express that in mathematical language too. All right. So maximum lesser prime. Probably we should define that. in a mathematical language. Okay? Alright. Okay. I want to have a brand new whiteboard, okay? Because let's get a whiteboard, okay? So, alright. This guy, we're gonna just erase it without asking any questions. Okay. Alright. Maybe I should have taken a picture, but nice coloring. Well, too late. Too late for regret. Anyways, boy. So maximum lesser prime function of its input, whatever number. Okay, so yeah, of input x. Okay, so it's defined as so we have Boolean prime function. We call it BP. Boolean prime function is input some odd number y. Okay, it's a Boolean prime function. So its output is true or false. Okay, input odd number. Why? Because it's even number. We don't care about two, right? Some even number, yeah, it's not prime. Okay, it's too obvious, right? So we only care about odd numbers. Okay, so let me see from my notebook because I did write it down. Okay. It was kind of strange, right? It was interesting looking function, right? Defined as this Boolean AND operator, okay? I from 1 to square root of y, floor that, and then divide by 2, and then floor that. And then, well, just parentheses, alright? 2i plus 1. Does it? It does not divide this input number y. So that's our algorithm and also our mathematical formula. I know it's strange looking, right? It's kind of pretty, right? Okay. So we got this like last time, right? Which is a great achievement, right? Yeah, we deserve some pat on the back, so to speak. Okay, so. Yeah. So we're gonna define this guy in terms of this Boolean, sure, binary, okay, 0 and 1, Boolean prime function. Maximum lesser prime, the prime number that's less than x. Okay? or less or equal to x. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, it's important to do this. Okay, it may not help us very much for gold box conjecture, but perhaps gold box conjecture is a MacGuffin, a pretext for us to discover many things, like Fermat's last theorem, because such a difficult problem to prove, but very elegantly simple conjecture. Fermat's last theorem, like x to the n plus y to the n is equal to z to the n, right? Yeah, Diophantine equation. Um, but because it's very difficult to prove, it spurred development of mathematics. Okay, so maybe that's what we are doing here. Okay, um, we'll get there eventually. All right. If not me, some future generation, yeah, eventually Goldbach's conjecture will be proven. Okay, by me, by you, by somebody else, future generation. Okay, sure, yeah. Yeah. So what's important is that we discover something new. All right, that's very important thing. Okay, so Goldbach's conjecture is like God's gift to us, right? Because it keeps us busy and make us think. Great learning opportunity, right? So yeah, it's gift from God. Goldbach's conjecture. Okay, so yeah, many people come to Alaska to mine gold, and I came to Alaska somehow ended up doing Goldbach's conjecture because there is gold in Goldbach's conjecture. Okay, so metaphysically speaking, metaphorically speaking. Okay, so okay, okay. So basically, we have to turn this function into a meta function like sigma pi. Okay, in order to loop through it. It's like for loop. Okay, meta function in mathematics like sigma pi, that's equivalent to for loop in computer programming language. Okay, if then else statement, that's the Iverson bracket. Uh, in our world, we call it Boolean hybrid, right? So that's if then else switch case statement. Okay. Yeah, in that way, yeah, mathematical language is equivalent to computer programming language. In computer programming language, there are about four components, elements. Okay? In nature, you have electrons and protons and neutrons. Three elements. That's the physical universe. Out of three elements, you have proton, neutron, electron. That's it. There's nothing else. Okay, all the atoms are made of those three things, elements. Just like colors, RGB, red, blue, green, three elements, RGB. In light world, okay, in the painting world, it's red, blue, and yellow. Okay, out of the three elemental colors, you can make any colors by the percentage of those three elements, right? Likewise, computer programming, the elemental elements of computer program is this. Okay, you have variable, constant, for loop, and if then else statement. That's it. Everything else is syntactic sugar. Convenience sake, efficiency wise. All right. Okay. So yeah. So that's why mathematical language is equivalent to computer programming language, because mathematical language, yeah, you have if then else, the Iverson bracket that we call Boolean hybrid. So you have if then else. For loop, you have meta function like sigma pi, okay? And you have variable x, y, z, and you have constant numbers 1, 2, 3, okay? So that's why mathematical language is equivalent to computer programming language, okay? You don't need to think about this Turing machine. No, 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 that's overkill. That's waste of time, all right? So Turing machine, there is no need to resort to that. It's too low level, like machine language, okay? There is no need, okay? So, yeah. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break, okay? So, okay. Alright. But if you are a huge fan of Turing machine, that's cool, okay? That's all cool. Okay, it's a great diversity, I get it, alright? So, I'm sure he got some good stuff, okay? So, just personally, I'm not a huge fan of that man, okay? That's all. Okay. So let's fantasize a little bit, okay? What if they decide to award me with Turing Award? What would I do? Well, I go there, but I'll tell them, I'll give them a speech. We are just fantasizing, okay? So, I mean, daydreaming. I mean, it's not a day, it's a night. Saturday night. Sure, Saturday Night Fever. I love Bee Gees. Okay, huge fan. Disco, huge fan. Okay. Uh, yeah, Cabin Fever. Saturday Night Cabin Fever, right? Yeah, what's wrong with fantasizing? It's a narrative. It's a story, short story, fiction. We're just playing, like children. Okay. We are making a movie. All right. So yeah, if they award me with Alan Turing Award, I go there and yeah, thank you, but I'm not gonna accept this award unless you rename this award. You should not call it Turing Award. You should call it perhaps Iverson Award or Knuth Award because they are great computer scientists. All right. If you rename this award to name after Mr. Iverson, Professor Knuth, then I will accept it. Okay, so that's what I would say. let's get back to this. Okay, so how do you define this guy with this guy? Maximum, lesser, prime. Okay. Uh, so you got this right. So let's erase. Well, let me take a picture. Okay. So I had this rice with beans. It was so good. Okay, there's no sugar, no fat in there, just water. Rice and beans, they are very good, healthy food. Fiber, protein, good carbs, minerals, and oh my goodness, and it tastes so good too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was fantastic food. Oh boy. It was so good. Little things in life, right? So, why did I cook rice in a long time today? Because I love Chinese food. Okay, so yeah, here in this Alaskan town, it's kind of medium-sized town. Okay, how many people live in this town? About a couple of tens of thousands. Okay, so yeah, we have grocery store, supermarket, and then uh, but not a shopping mall though. Okay, we have some clothing stores, but yeah, they make fantastic Chinese food. But so I missed it. But I guess I was too drunk to drive. Okay, so but I have rice, right, and beans. So I cooked it, dry beans, dry rice, because I could not drive to supermarket to buy the Chinese food that I really love. So I cooked it myself, rice and beans, and it was so good. Oh my goodness! I still have it in the fridge. So after it's fully cooked, I put some milk in there, fat-free milk, and I microwaved it, and it was so good. Okay. Okay. Uh, did I take a picture? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay. So we have Boolean binary prime function. Okay. BP does not mean British Petroleum or Beyond Petroleum. No, no, no. Boolean prime function. Okay. So just making a joke. Alright. Maximum lesser prime. So we need a for loop. Okay. So let me move over here. Okay. To switch the angle. Okay. So okay. I mean, it's too close, you and me. I'm sorry. Okay. So, okay. Maximum lesser prime. Defined as. We'll make this BP function into a meta function, just like pi sigma. Okay. I need to think about. I have to think about this because it's a little bit challenging problem. Okay, so we only need to look at odd numbers, right? Because so what MLP is maximum lesser prime. Okay, input some number x. It doesn't even have to be an integer, right? Whatever, yeah, x can be like 10.5, okay? And what's the maximum lesser prime? Yeah, prime number, which is less than that input, 10.5. Okay, so let's make a concrete example, okay? So maximum lesser prime of 10.5 is 7. If 7 is less than 10.5 and it's the biggest prime number that's less than 10.5. Okay, that's what this is, right? So how do we define this function in terms of this Boolean prime function? So we have to look through it, right? Okay. Let's make it easy, okay? So Boolean prime function, yeah, actually its input can be any number, okay? So it could be even number, odd number. If it's prime, you return true. If not, you return false, okay? So boy. Let's program this, okay? And then we'll convert, translate from computer programming language to mathematical language, okay? Because it's very easy to program this, all right? But we'll use computer programming language as a bridge, okay? We program this first, and then we'll translate that computer programming language into mathematical language. How about that? Sounds like a good plan, right? Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, because otherwise it's too big a jump, leap. We need some intermediary computer programming language. Okay, so okay, all right, okay. Pseudocode, right? So maximum lesser prime function input yeah, just put the integer, okay? So if it's not integer, floor it, all right? So whatever, right? Yeah. Right? Am I in the way? There we go. There is your computer program, okay? So written in Java, alright? C++, Java, C Sharp, whatever, okay? Alright, we'll take 5 minutes break, okay? So yeah, why don't you take a look at this and okay? Alright, very good. Yeah, try to translate into mathematical language, okay? Okay. Let's take a break from mathematics, all right? Or computer programming, okay? So it's quite refreshing. It's been a long while since we programmed anything. Okay, we got it, right? Yeah, it's cool. Good to have this good old friends visitation, computer programming. Yeah, I love programming. Okay, it's very fun and very creative process, right? Yeah, computer programming is fantastic. I really enjoy doing that. Okay, so coronavirus. Okay, so yeah, President Trump, I have to agree with him. Protesters, I agree. Okay, it's about freedom, right? Going back to work, that's cool. Okay, I agree. Uh, but peaceful protest, that's democracy. That's cool. So why did so many people die from coronavirus? Yeah, maybe probably biological mutation, right? So our body population, human population's body antibodies wasn't quite ready for it. Okay, that's one theory. Second theory, perhaps people were just too scared. Okay, and the fear weakens spirit, and weakened spirit lead to weakened body. Metaphysics, physics, equivalence, humanology, premise, right? Yeah, because people are so afraid, they hunker down, their body become inactive, and that's what makes people sick and weakens them. It weakens them. Okay, so maybe that's another reason. Okay. Also, there's a theory I heard from my friends. Perhaps coronavirus has existed for a long time, and they came up with this testing, right? So maybe the testing for coronavirus, maybe that's what's new. Coronavirus maybe just existed as influenza, flu, some strand of that, right? That's another theory. Okay, so maybe it's nothing new. Okay? These are scientific hypotheses. It's not conspiracy theory. No, scientific logical theories. Okay, so different possibilities. All right, it's guessing game. All right. So okay, so we have this. How do you convert this into mathematical language? Translation, language translation. Okay, so okay. How do we meta functionize this BP? All right. Okay. We are overriding y. We're recycling this variable y, overriding it. So the very last one we got, that's our maximum prime, right? Can you read my handwriting? I'm sorry, I'm not a very good. Yeah, my handwriting isn't that pretty. Okay, so sorry about that. But yeah, maximum. How about this? We come up with set of primes, lesser prime set, right? Okay, I have an idea. We need a brand new whiteboard. Okay, so let's go grab one. Okay, so okay. We erase this guy. Oh. So, uh, lesser prime set, all right? Let's define that mathematically, okay? So x is some number, all right? Lesser prime set. This is a set function, okay? So uh, let's say x is an integer, okay? So if not, just floor it, all right? Yeah. Uh, we don't want one. We don't want two, all right? We start from three. Okay, so yeah, let's floor it. And uh, we do union. Okay, so we need something like Iverson bracket, but uh, it's like it's a variation of Iverson bracket. Okay, so it's kind of Kleene algebra, Kleene bracket. Okay, or Boolean hybrid, Kleene hybrid, something like that. So it's this. Okay, some Boolean expression. If BE is true, then return empty string. If this Boolean expression is false, return empty set. Okay? It's clean algebra. Okay, so in clean algebra, you have some string, right? S, okay, and concatenated with epsilon, it becomes just string S, okay. S concatenated with empty set, it becomes empty set. Okay, so it's a kind of hybrid between this string manipulation, like clean algebra, and also set theory. All right, so yeah, we have to do this. Okay, all right. Then use your BP of I string concatenated with I. There we go. So if I is prime, then you return this prime I. Otherwise, return empty set. Okay, so after looping through all these numbers, uh, what's left is set of prime numbers. Okay, yeah. So and maximum lesser prime of x is maximum of this set, lesser prime set. There we go. Okay, yeah, so that's mathematical definition of this. Very good. We have it. I'm gonna write this down. Interesting. Yeah. We call it clean bracket, okay? So because that's what we're using. Okay. Very good, very good. Yeah, this is good. Okay. Okay. Let me take a picture of this and we'll take a break. Okay, so we're making good discoveries and it's cool. All right. Yeah. Oh. All right, let's take a break, okay? So, wow, very good, very good. Okay. Now what do we do? What's our next logical step? Oh boy. Uh, I mean, we can define functions all we want. We can make computer programs all we want, and you can translate from computer program language to mathematical language all we want. Okay, that's cool. That's great, but we still want to prove gold box conjecture, right? Is this helping us at all? I mean, it's time to make some money. I mean, we're having fun, right? But we have this goal, our objective, our mission. We should prove gold box conjecture, okay? But this doesn't seem to be quite helping. It's so cool and dandy. It's nice. It's a good discovery, good contribution to computer science and mathematics, okay? But it's not quite helping us. It's time to make some money, you know? Let me sit here because, oh, my neck. Uh, okay, let's switch to the whiteboard. Oops, whatever. Okay. All right. Let me have some beer, okay? So, I love this glass bottle. I love it. I love, I love it when my frontal teeth gently hit this glass mouthpiece. I love that. Ah, good beer. Yeah, Corona. Crown. It means crown. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with the name. It's Spanish. All right. So, okay. Oh, it's good. So here, what we want to achieve here in this whiteboard is that we want to find some closed form formula of function whose output is all these composite numbers, lesser odd composite set. That's what we are trying to mathematically define as a function. Okay, so I mean, one way to do that is simply put, lesser odd composite set of x is lesser odd number set of x, and set subtraction lesser prime set of x, right? Yeah, that's one way to define it, right? And we know what this is, we know what this is, so hence we know what this is. That's one way to do it, right? But I want to find some alternative expression, okay? So, because this is just too abstract, right? I want something more concrete, some alternative. Oh boy. Yeah, let me drink some wine. Okay. I want to define this set in a combinatorial fashion using the H set, the combination with repetition. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. All right. Let's go back to basics. Let's do some combinatorics. Okay. So. All right. Did I take a picture of this? Let me see. Uh-huh. I did. Now we can erase it. Let me see right here. Oh boy. So, combinatorics, okay? Okay. All right. So, what this means, we have three numbers, three odd primes, okay? 3, 5, 7, okay? We pick two of them in a combinatorial fashion. Why? Why is it not permutation? Because um, multiplication is commutative operator. Okay, like 3 times 5 is equal to 5 times 3. When we deal with exponentiation, which is not commutative operator, ordering matters, right? Then we'll have to do permutation instead of combination. Okay, but when it comes to multiplication, because it's commutative, ordering doesn't matter. Okay, that's why we do a combination, not permutation. Okay, and H is a symbol for combination with repetition. Okay, so we're generating some composite numbers, each of which has two prime factors. Okay, there you have it. Okay, so this is the approach that I want to take because it's more concrete as opposed to some abstract set theory. Okay, I mean that's correct equation that we have it over there. It's correct definition, but it's too abstract. We want something more concrete, more down to earth, right? So that's why I was not satisfied with that kind of set subtraction definition. Okay, so yeah, but let me write it down. Okay, so because it's correct equation. Yeah, we are amateur mathematicians, but at the same time, we are quite serious ones. Okay, so yeah. Okay. All right. Let's switch to the whiteboard. Okay, so I want you to look at what I'm looking at. All right. Let's look at it together. Okay. Yeah, this guy. So you have like 3, 3, 5, 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, 7, 3, 11, 3, 13, right? It's prime factorization of odd composites. Okay, so okay, it's combination with repetition. Okay, so odd primes. Okay. Okay. Let's take a break, okay? Oh man, it's such a difficult problem. Whew. Wow. Yeah, I'm eating some of the boiled eggs with milk. Okay. Oh. Wow. Difficult problem, huh? Oh boy. Okay. Should we just abandon this approach and move on? Maybe we should. But it's not going anywhere, right? Oh, come on. Should we just forget about all this and start singing some songs? Yeah, it's like midnight, Saturday night, alright? Sunday morning. Yeah, night is old, but I took a very long nap, alright? So, and I'm not sleepy. I ate two boiled eggs, and it was really good with milk, alright? So my tummy is happy, okay? Ah, boy. So why are we doing this? I mean, oh, okay. So Goldbachian decomposition. Ah, boy. I'm inclined to move on. All right. This approach is not quite helping us. All right. Yeah. So I mean, in the meantime, we found many good things, right? But I think it's time to move on. Okay, because it's not quite giving us what we need. All right. When it comes to Goldbach's conjecture proof. All right. So okay. Let's bring up our good old friend Goldbach's triangle, okay? And that's yeah. This it helped a little bit. Why? At least we know uh, this may not be a good approach. We are turning every stone, okay? We are not leaving any stone unturned, okay? We are examining all the corners, okay? So this is kind of cul-de-sac, all right? At least we know that, right? So that we don't try this again because it's not quite going anywhere, okay? It's a cul-de-sac, all right? You know, when it comes to properties, right? Cul-de-sac property, they are very expensive, okay? Because it's very private, right? It's on the corner. It's not in the middle of the street, right? The kind of houses, cul-de-sac houses, they tend to be more expensive, okay? Because there's more privacy, right? Yeah. So this, yeah, we don't want to call it dead end. We don't want to talk about death. That's too negative, right? Yeah, we want to be positive, optimistic. We call it cul-de-sac. Okay. So, yeah. Oh well. we had fun. So okay. This is our good old friend gold box triangle. Okay, so yeah. Back to scale one. Huh? Back to scale one. But we found many good things. Okay, so yeah, we are doing good job. We found some symmetricity. Okay, the prime pair summation, the symmetric. That's pretty, right? Yeah, yeah. We found many good things. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it feels like Goldbach's conjecture proof is beyond our reach. Like star, right? Such an ancient problem, 250 years. Very old problem. Okay. But good news is, some professor in Europe, mathematics professor, proved weak Goldbach's conjecture. Okay, uh, they say he never published it, but I guess he kind of put it online. So that proof is widely accepted proof of weak Goldbach's conjecture. Like, so yeah, it's accepted proof. All right, even though it's not published in a mathematical journal. Yeah, I guess somehow it put it online or something, so people read it, verified it. Okay, that's very encouraging. Okay, so yeah, kind of wondering how he proved it. All right, so yeah, I'm going to Wikipedia. Every odd number can be expressed as summation of three primes. Yeah, some professor proved this weak Goldbach's conjecture, and he did publish it. I don't know where, maybe online, 2013. What, 7 years ago? It's quite recent, right? And it's accepted in from mathematical community, and but it's not published in a mathematics journal, right? So it doesn't matter, right? I mean, when Gauss-Bose Berman proved Poincare conjecture, he just put it online, some arcane archive, okay? But it's widely accepted proof, and they awarded him with some Fields medal, whatever, but he declined that award, okay, for whatever reason. And he retired from mathematics. Yeah. Okay. How come an even number can be decomposed into two summation of two primes? Every single even number. Beats me really. Oh boy. Let me drink a little, okay? So, alright, we'll take a break. Okay, so okay. Okay. So we came up with some conjecture that's even stronger than Goldbach's conjecture, right? So what was that? Um, I should have written it down. Okay. It was like we used to call it like stronger Goldbach's conjecture, right? I forgot. I should have written it down. Maybe I did. Uh, adjacency, non-adjacency conjecture. Okay. 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 Now I get it. Let me write it down before I forget. Stronger Goldbach's conjecture. Okay. Stronger. Every even integer bigger than 5 can be expressed as summation of at least two prime pairs. Because it seems to be the case. Right? Goldbach's conjecture it says every even integer can be expressed as summation of at least one prime pairs. But stronger Goldbach's conjecture is no, at least two prime pairs. Okay, and even beyond that, the number of prime pairs increases. Yeah, it goes up and down, but mostly they increase. All right, so okay, that's stronger Goldbach's conjecture. Yeah, and it seems to be the case. Yeah. So Goldbachian decomposition is this. You have some number 34, okay? It's inverse of this Goldbach triangle algorithm. It's reverse function, reverse algorithm, okay? Goldbach's triangle algorithm is we exhaustively enumerate summation of two odd primes. Okay, that's Goldbach's triangle. Okay, and Goldbach's Bachian decomposition is you have 34, you are decomposing into two primes. So this reverse process. Okay, and 34 is 17 plus 17, right? Also, it's 23 plus 11. Also, 29 plus 5. Also, 31 plus 3. Right? There are more than two ways. I mean, at least two ways to express an even number into summation of two primes. There are more than two ways. At least two ways. Okay? Like 68, for example, there are only two ways, okay? Yeah, 67 plus 1 and 61 plus 7, okay? That's it. There are no more ways. But it seems to be the case that at least there are two ways, not just one way. So that's stronger Goldbach's conjecture. And it seems to be the case. Okay? If we prove stronger Goldbach's conjecture, then original Goldbach's conjecture is proven. Okay, so yeah. So our input number is 68 in this example. We know there's at least one prime number which is lesser than 68, right? Why? Well, because in our convention, 1 is prime number, okay, and 68 is bigger than 1, so yeah, there's at least one prime, right? So Bertrand Chebyshev theorem, it states there is at least one prime number between n and 2n. Okay? So, meaning if a number is even number, then there's 2n, right? So there is n before that. So between n and 2n, there's at least one prime number. Chebyshev theorem. Bertrand Chebyshev theorem. Okay, so, okay. Alright. Euclidean theorem, it states there are infinite number of prime numbers. Okay. And I looked at his proof in the Wikipedia and it was very beautiful proof. Alright. So maybe we should do something like that. Okay. So input number is 2n, an even number, and we are trying to express that in terms of addition of odd numbers, especially odd primes. Okay. And there are at least two ways to do that. How do you prove that? the symmetricity of this prime summation. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Number 70, right? 70 is equal to 1 plus 69, 2 plus 68, and you don't care about even numbers, okay? 1 plus 69, 3 plus 67, okay? The symmetric summation. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, we'll take 5 minutes break, okay? So, yeah, there will be our new direction, alright? So, we'll decompose an even number as summation of two odd numbers, whether they are prime or not. Okay? Very good. And let's see what it looks like. It's very symmetric, okay? So, alright, let's take 5 minutes. Very good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just clipped my fingernails and toenails, so it feels good. All right. Uh, okay. Now we know what to do. Exploration of decomposition of even number into odd numbers, two odd numbers. Okay, so 70, for example. All right. Uh, right. So they're running out of space. Ah. Well, we'll do 68 then. Okay, so no problem. Okay, so 68 is 1 plus 67. Okay, and then 3 plus 65, 5 plus 63, and 61 plus 7, then 59 plus 9, 57 plus 11, and so on. Okay, so that's the symmetric decomposition, right? Okay, and two of them happen to be prime pairs. The rest, like 11 plus what, 57, at least one of them is not prime. 57 is composite number, it's multiple of 3, right? And sometimes both of them are non-primes, like 15 plus 53. But 53 is a prime number, right? Okay. What, 21 plus 47? Okay, okay. Interesting. Can we find example where 68 is expressed as two composites? I'm kind of wondering. Is it possible? Yeah, 33 plus 35. They're both composites. Okay, very good. Yeah. So 68, we are expressing it as summation of two odd numbers. Sometimes they're both prime numbers, like 7 plus 61. All right. Sometimes only one of them is prime number, like 11 plus 57. Okay. Uh, Sometimes both of them are composite odd numbers. 33, 33 plus 35. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So when Euclid, about more than 2,000 years ago, when he proved this Euclidean theorem that states there are infinite number of prime numbers, okay, he kind of used the proof by contradiction, okay. All right. So maybe we can do something similar here. So assume the opposite. Assume this odd decomposition of an even number. Let's say all those odd pairs contain at least one composite odd number, one or two, all right? Then if it leads to some contradiction, that's the proof of Goldbach's conjecture, okay? Uh, so let's try to imitate how Mr. Euclid did his proof, okay? Euclidean theorem, okay? So, okay. So some even number is summation of two odd numbers, right? 2n plus 1 plus 2m plus 1. Okay? Proof by contradiction, okay? So let's assume that at least one of them is composite number. Okay? At least one of them, okay? So let's say this guy is some prime factorization, right? P some prime times k when k is more than 1. I love Peking dog. I love Chinese food. I love China, okay? I love Chinese people. So Fox Television and Mr. Trump, I have to disagree with them, okay? Because they are attacking China for corona. They're blaming China for coronavirus situation. No, they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that. Right? Because it doesn't solve any problem. All right? By making an enemy out of China, it's not going to solve any problem. You have to work with China, not against. That's not going to solve any problem. All right? This not very wise, right? Very unwise. Fox TV, President Trump. Yeah, they're human being, right? Yeah, nobody's perfect. I get it, but they should not make enemy out of China. No, that's not gonna do any good. Okay, not very smart. This hatred mongering. My goodness, what are they? Are they some kind of children? Why are they behaving like kids? All this tribalism, factionalism. They should stop doing that. I love China. I love Peking dog. Okay, what is Peking? It means Beijing. Beijing. Okay. Yeah, big city. But I've never been to China though. All right. Okay. At least one of them is prime. Okay, so i- at least one of them is composite. All right, so that's the proof by contradiction. Okay, so can we derive some contradiction out of this? So this is non-prime, it's a composite. This can be composite or prime, right? So we have two cases. Okay, proof by case, case by case. Okay, let's do that. Exhaustive list of cases. All right. Okay, we have an agenda. Well, let's take 5 minutes break, okay? So, and then we go ahead and explore this possibility. Okay, proof by contradiction. Okay, we're kind of imitating the Euclidean theorem proof by Mr. Euclid, like more than 2,000 of years old. Okay, he's a fantastic mathematician. All right, there should be some mathematical award named after him. Okay, Euclid Award. All right, because he's one of the greatest of mathematicians all time. Euler, Euclid, Gauss. That's kind of big three. All right, so yeah. All right, let's take 5 minutes. Okay, we have an agenda here. Okay, so okay, right. Okay, good, very good. Whew. Okay. So we have a new task here. Let's grab brand new whiteboard and go ahead with the venue. Um, Explore that possibility. Okay. All right. Yeah, we can erase this guy. Oh, heavy whiteboard. Very heavy whiteboard. But it's good because it's very stable. Okay, it's not gonna fall over. So, okay. So, proof by contradiction. Okay, so an even number we are decomposing into two odd numbers. Okay. And we are assuming the opposite of what we are trying to prove. Okay. What we are trying to prove, gold box conjecture, meaning there exist n and m such that uh, these two odd numbers are both prime numbers. And opposite of that uh, is this. At least always, at least one of them are composite numbers. Okay, so we assume the opposite, and we hope and pray that that will lead to some contradiction. Okay, so proof by contradiction. Okay, so you're kind of imitating Mr. Euclid. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully we prove this. Ah. Okay. Well, at least one of them are composite numbers. And we designate this guy as a composite number. Okay, so 2n plus 1 is equal to some prime number times k, where k is more than 1. So it's a composite number. Okay. The two cases. Okay. Let's assume first case 2m plus 1 is a prime number. Well, prime set. Okay, so second case 2m plus 1 is some OPQR prime times JKL, okay, where so they are both composites. Okay, so R is a prime number and L is more than 1. Okay, so there are two cases. I mean, they exist, right? Like we have seen, but we are assuming this is always the case, right? Yeah, 68. It could be summation of the two composites, like 33 plus 35, or only one of them could be composite, like 11 plus 57. Okay, so, but is this always the case? Okay, if you assume that, hopefully it leads to some contradiction. Let's examine that. Yeah. Proof by contradiction and proof by cases. So, case number one. Case number two. So PQR, they are primes, okay? So let's try to add them up, okay? I'm kind of curious, all right? Oops. Okay. So even number, even number. So this has to be even number, right? And Q is an odd number because it's a prime number, okay? We don't care about two, right? We are talking about big numbers. Uh, so this is this odd number. So R times L has to be odd number, and therefore R has to be odd and L has to be odd. Of course. Okay. Man, I cannot stop thinking about Peking dog. All right. Hopefully, Chinese restaurants they open pretty soon so that I can have some Peking dog. I mean, GRL sounds like girl, but let's not get distracted. Okay. All right. Yeah, mathematics is my girlfriend. Okay, so okay. Oh. How? What if we multiply this? I don't know. Okay. We'll stop and restart. Okay, so